Alright guys, so this is part 2. In part 1 we built the single strength decoder and the R snore latches, and in this part we're going to do the input line, which is the green wool, and the button station and little pop-up block, which is the gray wool. Now in the first part I built all 4 of the sides, but that was because the R snore latches were a little bit different. They weren't all the same. However, in this part all 4 wings are exactly the same as the other ones, so it'd be kind of a waste of time for me to build all 4 of them. It's just rinse and repeat. So I'm just going to build one of them, and you can just go ahead and do the same thing for all 4. And the first thing I'm going to do is put in the inline. So this detector right here, this is the return line, and right parallel to that on the right side for each button station, we're going to put 4 blocks, and then 3 more like this, and then we're going to put 3 detector rails, 2 normal rails, and another detector rail. And then under, did I say 3 powered rails? Yeah, oh man. This is the 3rd time I've done this take too. I'm not even stopping. 3 powered rails, 2 normal rails, and a powered rail. And then underneath this first one, we're going to put a lever to power it. Now it's important that you build this all to the same dimensions as me, because the button panel input needs to be a specific distance from the signal strength decoder in order to work properly. And I'm going to come from this front block right here, put a 2 block space, and then up 1, so we got 2 blocks out and up 1, and then 3 more this direction. And this is going to be the button panel. So if you're standing at this powered rail right here, you should be looking at the second to the left button with a 2 block space. And then what we're going to do now is put in the input line. So we're going to come underneath here, put a 1 block space, and then 4 blocks. And I'm going to come out to the back and down 1, and then staircase down twice. And then we're going to just make a line directly into the decoder. Now if you've built this the same as me, there should be exactly 15 blocks from right here to the back of that comparator. So I'm just going to count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And like I said, it's important that you get that right at each of the button stations in order for the decoder to work properly. Alright, now the next thing we're going to do is do the little pop-up block and everything. Now you don't actually need the pop-up block. It works fine if you just have a normal block right there, but I like the pop-up block because it looks cool, I guess. I don't know, I like it. But what you're going to do is you're going to come underneath right here and put an upwards facing piston, sticky piston, and then a block. And then we're going to come out the back right here. Let me grab some gray wool just to stay consistent. Put a block right here, and then another one here, here, and here. And we're going to put a repeater right here, and then redstone on top. And then we're going to put that into a torch, and another block, and another torch. So now whenever you hit that button, or when a minecart comes into the station, he's sitting right here on the powered rail, and when he hits the button, cart is sent off in the direction that you chose. Now obviously we need to put in a little circuit right here. If you didn't have the pop-up block, you would be done right now, because you could just have a block right here, and when the minecart came in, it would just stop there. But because I chose to put the pop-up block, we actually need one other thing, and that is a little detector rail. So we're going to put a detector rail to detect the minecart coming into the station, and put up the pop-up block in order to stop the minecart. Otherwise the minecart wouldn't stop, and that would be no good. So we're going to go redstone here, and then repeater, and redstone. So it's not too much more work. But if I just demonstrate a minecart coming in now from on the inline, I'll put, you don't actually need to build this part. I'm just doing this for demonstration. Alright. Come on, mouse roller. You can do it. You can do it, mouse roller. I believe in you. Alright, so when a minecart comes in now, it'll hit that detector rail, which makes the pop-up block come up and stop the minecart. If you don't have the piston and you just have the block right there, you don't actually need that at all. But yeah, that's what it's like for every wing. You do the same thing there. The reason, I guess I could demonstrate real quick because I think I finished pretty early. The reason the distance needs to be so specific. If I come over here to this little signal strength decoder, and the way this works, you'll see if I hit this one right here, this button, the output on the right is powered, and then as I go down the line, it kind of rotates to the left. And it's the same thing no matter where the input comes in, because this is a 4 input and 4 output decoder. And the way it works, if I pull this lever right here, if the signal strength is just right, it will power the output repeater, but not be strong enough to power the lockout repeater. However, if the signal strength is too strong, the output repeater gets locked out, as you can see on these two. Or if it's too weak, the power doesn't make it to the output repeater. Now the 4th position is a little bit strange, because you'll see when I hit the power, it doesn't come on. It's just a falling edge, because you'll see that there it goes. And the reason for that is because the output repeater gets locked out from the very beginning. But because the lockout repeater unpowers several ticks before the output repeater, it still works. It's just a falling edge. But that's the way it works, and that's really what all the logic, the whole thing's based around. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we're done. You can just repeat what we did here for all 4 of the wings, and it should work as planned. Hopefully the tutorial wasn't too hard. I think I think it really is a feasible build for survival. Hope you guys pulled it off and enjoy it. And thanks for watching. Oh, before I go, if this is in the future and you see more parts in this playlist, because there's other things that I plan on adding to this, like an automated queuing station and stuff, and so that's the reason for that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.